Alright everybody, welcome back to Skyway Classics YouTube channel. We're now going for a ride in our 2008 Chevy Corvette. Of course, you know everybody loves these Vettes, more importantly just because of the room. As you know, the earlier Vettes back in the day offered small room, still the same amount of fast, good durability. Of course, going to the one we have here featuring a full-on yellow exterior. I personally like to call it the Bumblebee Vette. Of course, if Transformers had a Vette, this would be the perfect one to do so in, just by its look and performance. Of course, you see it does have some aftermarket style Corvette wheels. Still able to see the disc brakes all the way through, and beautiful how the calipers look, if I do say so myself. Also, as you may notice, we have a removable glass top, also giving a little more design to the Corvette, as you can see. Other than that, you have your bigger style mirrors on both sides. Get a better view of seeing what's behind you, not just what's in front of you. Other than that, moving on to the inside, as you can see, it is an automatic on the floor. As you can see, we have that nice little cluster right there. I believe this does have some low mileage too, of course, because we are in a different driving setting. It's not allowing me to see it, but I believe it's around 100, somewhere in the hundreds, mid-100,000 range. Other than that, some of the other cool features we have are the power locks, the push-button doorknobs. You have the automatic windows and mirrors. Have a later model HDMI radio. Other than that, you have your basic AC control kits. We have no dummy lights on the dash. You have your mirror that displays emergency services and your compass. But other than that, you have room in the back to shove whatever, I'd like to say, garbage you'd like to propose to put back there. But anyway, going underneath the hood, featuring the little LS3 motor. Of course, now traffic's lining up a little bit. We can open it a little bit for your viewing pleasure. Of course, it shifts very nice. You may get a little hesitant to the fact that this thing is running at 220, but as in course average for your 2008 Corvette, of course, you know, because of a newer motor, powerful engine, and bigger, newer vehicle, it's going to run 220 as normal as ever. Other than that, it is a smooth cruising vehicle, definitely taking the boulevard. A nice little tour here. Of course, we're definitely looking better than this little Corolla over there. God forbid who wants to drive one of those when you have a nice Vette like this. But as for now, though, we are just going to enjoy ourselves a little bit, then get turned around and up on the lift, so please stay tuned.